You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Korea's government just unveiled its largest budget ever, 800 trillion won, roughly $580 billion, directed squarely at AI, semiconductors, and robotics. Early July exports hit a record $29.8 billion, with semiconductors tripling year-on-year. Korea's top four semiconductor stocks lost over $1 trillion in combined market cap in 3 weeks. Hyundai Heavy Industries is in a final bid against China for a 30-year shipyard concession in Morocco. And Samsung Bioepis just secured proprietary injection technology that breaks Big Pharma's IP lock on next-generation biosimilars. It's Tuesday, July 14th. Let's look at a business story shaping corporate Korea. Korea's fiscal posture shifted fundamentally this week, with the government projecting record-level 2027 national tax revenue and earmarking surplus proceeds for AI, semiconductor, and clean energy investment. Export data confirmed the trade engine is at full capacity, with semiconductor shipments delivering their largest 10-day total on record. Yet Korea's equity markets moved sharply in the opposite direction. A 3-week correction in the country's top technology stocks opened a visible gap between trade fundamentals and market valuation. Here's what the numbers show. Korea's early July exports reached $29.8 billion, up 53.9% year-on-year, the highest 10-day total ever recorded, generating a trade surplus of $6.4 billion. Semiconductor exports hit $11.2 billion for the period, up 193% year-on-year, accounting for 37.6% of total shipments. The 2027 budget plan targets total spending above 800 trillion won, roughly $580 billion, more than 10% above this year's base, backed by a tax revenue forecast above 500 trillion won, $362 billion, revised up from an earlier 412 trillion won, $298 billion estimate. Korea's top four semiconductor stocks, Samsung Electronics, SK Hynix, SK Square, and Samsung Electromechanics, shed a combined 1,522 trillion won, approximately $1.1 trillion in market cap over 3 weeks, with SK Hynix falling 36.75% and Samsung Electronics dropping 29.01%. Hyundai Heavy Industries is competing for a 30-year exclusive concession at Morocco's Casablanca shipyard against China's Ningbo Xinlei, with a minimum investment of $300 million and a final decision expected in August. Samsung Bioepis completed internal testing of a proprietary pH20-based subcutaneous formulation technology, eliminating dependence on halozyme and Alteogen intellectual property across its biosimilar pipeline. So what does this mean for CEOs overseeing Korea operations? Earlier, we said Korea's government is deploying the largest budget in history into AI and semiconductors. Here's what that actually means for you. Accelerated government procurement cycles and expanded incentive windows make the next 6 months a critical window to lock in supply agreements and partnership positions in Korea. The market correction in Korea's top semiconductor names reflects valuation rebalancing after a rapid run-up, not fundamental deterioration. Trade data and Hyundai's Casablanca bid both confirm Korean industrial capacity is expanding, not contracting. The Hormuz Strait disruption pushed Brent crude above $79 a barrel. Any Korea operation with exposure to Middle East energy or shipping lanes needs a contingency scenario on the board agenda before August. That's today's AI Prism, CEOs. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Won Ifrah award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.